Hi, this is Wearing Stones, and I'm not gonna say pardon the clutter because this is how I work. I'm actually still hoping for these to bump into something that I know that they will go great with, and I'm not talking just black, but that's how I see things sometimes. So if you have any suggestion, please put it in the comments. I just figured maybe you would like to join me on this lovely ride because I have figured out something today that blows my mind, and it's very simple. But these are not exactly um, earring friendly, skin friendly. I mean, I love the bead caps, but they're so sticky and all that stuff. So I can't have them in my doings. But then I was thinking I was gonna do just I brought up my UV lamp and just figured, because I do some polymer clay too. And this one has gotten two coats, and it's just let's see, there you see. And this will not poke or take some hair from anyone. And I will do that with this too, but I figured, well, when in Rome, I have this big lamp, so I want to do something at the same time. And then I figured maybe I just want to show what I'm doing. And I have made some, these are, I was just looking in the mirror, and I need to have this part here just as close as possible, especially if you want it to be this stiff. I just put them together, and as you can see, they're quite substantial. I don't know how to put it. It's impossible to see really the but they're not the smallest flowers, it's kind of like, yeah. But I will wire wrap them individually, and then you will have movement, and they're just so light and beautiful to wear. You can also put in some beads, whatever stone, because these literally doesn't my you can't feel them. If you lose them, maybe you should put on a lever back. That's what I say about that. And I have this. Since I made those bigger ones, I made smaller with holes because I figured if I can have just jump rings between these, I don't know if this is gonna work, and this is something for something else. I don't know, but and I made posts with these too. I have them somewhere here. So that would also, I don't know if it will make that much of a movement, but I kind of figured that if I could make it from this one, the middle of this to this, that would be just beautiful. I think I'm up for my wire wrapping. That's totally okay. And I do think I want some. I might take some kind of glitter flakes. Not normal glitter, but more like, yes, that's kind of extra flakes, and or just having resin on. But I will wire wrap that with and make them. So then it will be like, I find them here. Um, I mean, I have, this is my first post stuff, and so I'm gonna have to work on the on the yeah. This has been a little bit. It's mostly when I bake it because I want to bake like 4 trays at a time. But needless to say, I have to help this along a little bit or make another one. But there's a lot I can do with my Dremel. And then maybe it'll be too small. But anywho, so I'm going to take this in here, but I also have for the wow, wow, that was colorful, wasn't it? And it's got I made a cane, so that's why it's not straight lines. So, but these are gonna be earrings, and I have a lot of that too in my let's see, because I just shoved it in. I mean, I don't know if it's why I'm so cost effective, because it's not like I can't afford afford electricity, but oh, I'm done. This is something from the politicians. This I made. I don't know what I think yet, and so I think you can see it's our prime minister. And I had colored that before a long time, and then I was just gonna use normal polyurethane on this, but I think I need another coat, and this one needs a little bit more glitter and stuff. And with stuff I mean maybe rhinestones and all that good stuff. So this is really fun, and it doesn't take much. I just buy, because they wouldn't send it to me because of some kind of uh yeah, in Norway we have some kind of restriction. I don't know. So it went back, and I figured, okay, well, I know I gotten the nail polishes before, so I'll order that instead. And that went well. And besides, it wasn't about that really. And I've been trying. I need to cut this to size on the yellow. And I have some friends that going in the, in the downtown and making a lot of noise and drinking and stuff. And I figured they could get some of this. And this, I made it like a cane. And why would I do that? It's so much easier for me to put it from bigger to smaller in these stripes, at least. Um, if I just had the stripes. So that's what I'm going to do with the rest. And because this looks like I just can't color within the, but anyway. I mean, they look kind of happy and prideful from afar. Knowing me, I will not, might not use those, but, and then these are I just love this. Look at this big one. This is so big, it's almost too big to be a pendant. And it is, I can actually feel the weight of it. I figured, because I have here one of those round big pendants, but this is bigger. And what do you think? Do you think I should have a big and a small, or do you think I should just pour a lot of resin over this? and yeah, and what am I gonna hang it in? I think I can have all black, and just because I think this is kind of like part of my grief, like me and my little dog, or it's just like sometimes the black is just so talking to me. But if you have any ideas, please let me know, and I will see if I can. We will see if I if I can. We'll start with the small one, because this one would be great with that with the bottle that I could but then I found that the first ones I did this with, I poured too much, and then it looked weird in those I had made something with just flowers and stuff, and then the one of the flowers were just flooded with it. So, but it was the first time, and that's how I learn, right? So, but now I would like for it to be filling it up. So, but I think this looks great here in this light, because you see it. But once I get enough on this, so it will be reflective, like, what, like when there's I'm sure you understand what it is. I mean, like, it's like a layer of plexiglass on it, and it just looks like it's a shiny new car. Now I might regret this, but this is one of those easy ones to make. So, and I will make some more of those pride stuff, but I will then have the colors I've used and have them by themselves so I can make whatever I'm making. I choose how wide every color is, and I will suit them to size so that I get everyone inside of there and not have to put a flower on it just to have purple too. But we'll see. And I have another one here. I this looks so garish, I think is the word, but it is a darker red, and yeah, broken heart. I mean, and I wish I had this one a little bit more bent backwards, but I can just put it in the oven for a little while, and then it will just definitely just conform, because I wanted it to be flat there, but now that I see it and I'm gonna hang it, I don't want it like that. So put it back in the oven and make it just, it will become malleable again, and I can then just easily put in knitting pin or whatever, and put it back to the place I'd like it. And maybe I want to back it too, but then I'll do that in two. I was just like, wow, am I gonna do this in four bakings? Like, and I just, now that's not a problem, like I thought that was a big problem when I don't have a toaster oven. I use my big one, but now it's more like, because I make so much. I'm having so much fun, so I'll just throw it in with the other ones that's got a rebake or have a backing and stuff. No worries, right? So now I haven't done anything for the sides, and I want them to stay. See, it looks like they're kind of drowned. I think that maybe, if it wasn't for the flowers, being all drowned, this is different, because I think here it's just not enough, because I want it to be leveled, and resin is self-leveling. Wait, let's see, we should take this one too, and then we can make earrings out of this. I just love that. And this just opens up a whole new way of using things, because once you do this, I mean, I know that resin isn't food safe, or is it polymer that isn't food safe? I don't know, but I see many people using just resin on the post backs, and they dunk it in resin so it's straight up to the ear. I see the length. So I'm just thinking, if it is something you can have onto your skin, because if it's skin friendly, then you can put it on everything that will be in someone's way if they are allergic and stuff, but and also for sealing, so they won't tarnish as much. I mean, I'm not gonna do stuff to this, because if I want these to last longer, I use surgical steel, or silver, or gold filled whatever. I think that's important because they're in the ear, and I like to do my research. So because I don't want people to be what's it, get toxic stuff from them. So I'm very careful about what I use right up to the skin and into the ears. That's very, very, very important. And when I buy the surgical steel, whether it's posts or earrings in general, I do read how surgical steel is this? What is in it really? Because there's a reason why some people can't. They can have their ears can take some surgical steel earrings, and then they can't take others. I think there's a number behind it. Like 3 or 4 is not completely safe. Like it's not what they do in the operation room. Here's my bunny. Hi, hi. Did you hear that? That's cute. This is so disturbing color on here. So, and I'm just letting this do its thing. And yeah, well, voila. And then here, I just feel like it could take another coat and maybe a little angel dust. But I don't know what that is. But I'm sure I can find some. Oh, wow. Of course, this is enough because this is the one I was gonna do. I felt it was kind of like, okay, already a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that's just, I've invited you into my thinking process and my clutter, my everything. So I'm not gonna excuse it. It is what it is, and that's how I fly. So, and let's see. Let it get into, it's hard to get this shiny stuff into focus, but I do believe I'm right with this ones, but I'm not quite sure. Either I will see all the roses when I fill it up, or I won't at all. But okay, but this one, I'll try the little one and then see how that goes. But I was just thinking that we could do some wire wrapping. These are just punched out with, this the white cutters in that's fondant cutters or something. Oh wow, is that nice? I don't want this on there, but having these with black is gorgeous. Yeah, and of these I would like the 3. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I have to bend those into the oven as well. Well, okay. So I have I can use these, which are ridiculously hard. Wow, that was a ball pin. You never know what I got in here. So, but I'm just so happy because I just have to accept now, that I'm I have it, that the clutter is cluttery. And once I did that, I enjoy so much to have everything around me that I need and that I love. And yeah, so I'm just being all happy here. So here I'm going to stay in frame and just going to go. I'm not sure if this this looks this wasn't very professional, but let's see. I would like to have that one up and this around, but for this to work I will need to have one of them being there being a loop here as well. So yeah, so we know that. I'm gonna do it over again. I'm just going to flood this one and see, because I'm not sure. I have a feeling that sometimes you just gotta work through the ugly, and sometimes that gets too much. But if that gets too much, I'm sure I can find something else for this to be just since it's UV resin, you can bake it. So then I can have like a veneer of something over and still use it. And yeah, I'm cost effective. Luckily, I'm not cheap. But cost effective, yes. I think it's because I've been doing business since I was 3. Not quite 3, but I was actually doing, um, managing the flower shop that I was working in when I was 12. I started a half a year before, and I had courses and stuff. I just love that time when we could just do things in person and all that. But I guess I'm just gonna have to learn a little bit more about AI and all that. And it would be nice if I could outsource something after a while too. So because sometimes all that computer stuff just kills the creativity in me. I know we all have to deal with it, and I'm not afraid of technology, or I love my technology stuff, but not to the degree that that's all, yeah. And that I have to, oh my, it's yeah, you heard it. Maybe I should use, like a wire instead, because or I could just pay more attention to the length, like just easy does it. And over there. And then, I'm sorry if I was out of frame. So if I can get this one under there and around, which I can, I will have enough for a loop-de-loop, and then I've just used regular head pin. I mean, you don't need more fancy stuff than that. And I will then, just these are so hard. They're so hardened, if I may say so. So, but this is, I like that I can make it from a head pin. Let's see if I can make the next, I think I have different lengths here too. Yeah. Some things are just not worth sorting out. But I have, I want the thicker one. But yeah. So, and then I will have to have one on the top and one on the bottom, right? So, because you could just have one, two. I mean, this would be a statement for those who, for me, this would be totally minimalistic. And but but it's now I have big hands and stuff too. But well, I mean, we all have a crimper. Yeah. So there you can see, and it's got magnetic. And then I need one downwards. We're gonna see how it goes with our let's see. It's very, this is abstract art at this point. I can't even see where the roses are. So this is still I think I'm gonna be happy with this for now. This is not filling it up, but I will try a little bit more on the black one, I think. So okay, so and then I want this one to go okay, so now I'm coming in here, and the awesome thing here is that, oh, isn't it a big enough hole? Well, I'll just push it through anyway. Like, maybe I should use some tool, but just give me a second here. There we are. It's coming and it's staying, so let's just see. See? I'm so in love with this. I mean, there's not room for me. My bunny is all over, and she has her bucket, and she's all over the place. Very little and cute, but and don't mind anything because she's so little. Like I said, she's under 2 pounds. So, but for me, it's like I don't know if I'm living in if my, what is it called, my I think my that my whole apartment has become my what is it called, craft room. Yes, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Another tip that I heard from, I think it was Jill Wiseman, long time ago. Yes, it was. And she said, when I was doing some seed bead weaving, or it's a hard word, and she was saying that when she has gotten all the seed bead had just flown all over the carpet because she was sitting and beading, in the living room, that you take just a stocking, like a normal, female stocking that we use when we're having skirts on and stuff, and have that in front of the suction part of the vacuum cleaner, and it's just genius. You get all that, and now with the delicas, it's like one delica is a diamond. I think it's just I'm not on the delica train. I do have some, but I'm liking the roundness and the stuff. I can't really explain it, I think, but now I'm just fiddling here, so I think I need to get go and get a break and leave you with a break. I was just going to, put some of this together, so we had at least something going, and then I would make it. This is ridiculous to use so hard such a hard wire to do this, but when in Rome, I don't want to go and get one, so this was what I had in front of me, so that's what I'm using. And this is how you will hurt yourself if you're gonna make like the beaded chain and stuff. Now this isn't the most beautiful work I've done yet, but and this is okay. So next time make them double-sided. Yeah, because a good thing I haven't shut that down, or I haven't locked it yet. Just sorry, I'm losing my ability to speak now. I will have this done and in chip shape for the next time I feel like just invite you into my beading table and stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm thinking, if this bothers you, I think maybe you're off already. I'm so sorry. I'm just keeping it real here because that's how I can have some fun, and that's very important. So I wish you a great beading day wherever you are and whichever hour it is on the day. There's no shame in beading at night. I usually do that too. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.